Welcome back to Bleed With Me podcast. I'm here with your hosts,
What
Micaela Superstar.
Ow. That's cool.
No, go. Yeah.
There you go.
So I try to leave a pause after I say everything. And our Googler / producer, Electric.
What up?
Yeah. And today we're talking about teenage sex and
Related
death in Camp Miasma
things.
and related things.
Hint, haunt. Perhaps.
Things that are related to that hint.
Camp Miasma was so good. I got a chance to go to one of the premieres, the one on the West Coast, and it was phenomenal.
That's exclusive.
I mean, the tickets were open to the public.
No, I know, but I'm saying like not too
But
many people.
only 2,000 people got to do it.
Yeah.
And you had to wait in line a very long time. Which I did warn my boyfriend. I don't think he took me seriously. Or like he was like, yeah, 7:30. I'm like, that's the difference between being the 10th person and being the 310th person. But I was still cool with it. At least we didn't get there at 8. Sorry, Lisa. But we'll talk about that later. I wanted to just catch up with everybody because I had some news about Poultrygeist 2. It was supposed to premiere the 17th of July in Pennsylvania. It did not. This past weekend that we're recording. It did not. It's the first. It got pulled last second. According to what I know, what they're saying is it went against Pennsylvania laws for obscenity, which is saying a lot for trauma. I don't my disclaimer right now, so that this somehow doesn't bite me in the ass. I don't know. But my disclaimer, I haven't seen the whole movie. I know what I did. Nothing I did is that bad. I've heard about some things that happen on the film, and that's not that bad. So I can't see what really would be that obscene unless there's some whacked out shit I don't even want to say on the internet. You know what I mean? Like things I don't think would be in this film. Do you know what I mean?
It might not just even be that bad. It might just be too much of it. The movie theater was funded by some kind of state entity. You know what I mean?
But it was during a traumathon. I mean, the Romeo and Juliet took its place. You know, it's like... Yeah,
which, I mean, that has the line, I'm going to go jerk off in my hand and swirl it around the punch bowl in it.
Yeah, I mean, what did we do that was so bad, right? So I'm just...
Yeah, what could you have done?
So,
Did you see the whole thing ended up getting canceled this past weekend? Because of a tornado?
Because of a tornado.
Yeah.
Which is, maybe it was
I mean, come on.
The Poultrygeist.
Maybe you should have listened. Yeah. Maybe you should have just played the Poultrygeist.
That's what happens when you censor people. Maybe it was just too sexual but again, because when I was on set the one day, I was only on set one day, it was the best. Like I've said in the past, it was a dream come true. But maybe they did say it was more porno than horror this time around. Like there was a lot more sex, so maybe they were just like, "This is pornography. We can't play this," or something.
Too much titty and dong.
Yeah. I know. Yeah, I mean, there was definitely more than titties too. Like there was a lot. There's lots of vag and all kinds of great stuff in there. So probably some wieners and everything in between. I'm hoping, because that sounds great. But I don't know. Maybe it was too sexy. Graphically, maybe because they did also say there's a shit thing, but this wouldn't be the first movie with a shit thing in it, and
it was just the combination.
But the person was like, that wasn't even the worst, or that wasn't even all of it. So it's that, and the person's like, now I'm intrigued, and I was like, me too, but we're not really getting any answer. And then they kept blaming Pennsylvania, but the showings in San Diego and LA are also canceled. So I don't understand. So again, I don't know why. It's very Micaela coded that the one time I get to be in a trauma movie, it's not going to be released because it's so fucked up. I'm like, okay, I'm kind of proud. Of course. It's like, oh yeah, I was in a movie, and it's can I watch it? No,
anything.
Not really. Yeah. But You know, yeah, it's this infamous movie, which is great. It's like, of course, you know, it's great, but I hope.
Yeah.
Again, I don't know. Maybe they did something I won't like. I doubt it, but it would have to be, again, things I wouldn't even want to discuss on the podcast. That you know, and again, let's just say this. Pretty sure I watched fucking Serbian film online.
Yeah. Can't be much worse than that.
Right? Like, that's the worst. It's the worst shit.
That pretty much has the worst thing you could do in a movie in it.
It has absolutely the worst thing you could do in a movie.
Yeah.
It's gross and dumb. Lacking in all whatever. Like, all the things they say is obscene. I don't want it banned. I don't think it should be censored. I'm just saying, like, if that's not censored, what the fuck did Poltergeist 2 do?
Yeah,
it's so schlocky, too. I'm like, look, Serbian films are so realistic. I wasn't shocked. Like, I told Sean, I was like, no, I know men do that. It's not shocking. Like, we stupid. Yeah. Do you not have eyeballs and listen to what's happening in the world? But, okay, yeah, shocking. Ooh, so edgelord. But, or like Human Centipede. You know, it's like, that's a... You know, it's out there. So what did...
That's what I thought. I was like, they had that at Target.
Yeah, they had that at Target. Yeah. It's like, what could it be worse than these things? So again, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe. I don't...
I mean, maybe it's like, all right, you can have some poop, you can have some pee, you can have some penis, you can have some vagina, you can have some tits. You can't have
all of it at once. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, maybe it was just too much altogether.
Maybe it was just all of them.
I don't know. So right now,
because like a Serbian film and Human Centipede had a lot of poo. Yeah. No boobs.
Good point.
You know, and,
no blood. No, not too much blood in a way.
There was a little bit. It wasn't too bloody, but it had a lot of like poop stuff.
There was a fire extinguisher. Spraying blood at me in multiple scenes. Yeah. Like, it's literally gushing blood where I couldn't see, and I was like, you know.
Yeah.
So there we had a lot of blood.
And like a Serbian film, lots of boobs, lots of dicks,
no blood.
No poop.
No poop. Yeah. No blood.
No poop. So you just can't have all of them.
I guess
according to the state of Pennsylvania and California.
I don't know. I just don't know what's happening. Maybe it's a promotional thing. I don't think so. I think it's the thing.
I mean,
I doubt it, because people were really upset because they did spend money to go do this premiere and
that was like a thing.
So and they lost money and so it's just a bummer. It's a bummer for everyone who worked hard on the movie. And we had Sadie on. She worked so hard and made it so cool. She put a little behind the scenes thing on that we will repost or whatever over and over again until there's something else to release, but it's me punching the guts out of something, so that was cool. And at least I have that. So at least I got to see a behind the scenes where it's not the actual version of the movie, which looked really good. I saw the film that day. They showed me, they were like, you want to see how it came out? And it was perfect and it looked great. And so I only got to see it from the behind the scenes, but it looked great. So that's me in that video, everyone. And that's as much as I've seen of the film, unfortunately. We'll see. That's my update. So if you're all asking me when it's coming out, I don't know. You guys will be the first to know.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's a bummer. We're all pretty bummed. Some people are like very angry. And then the like drive-in where it got bumped, like somebody like vandalized it during the Trauma Fest, and they were like, maybe it's a poltergeist person. I was like, they're not, I don't think anyone's that angry, you know. It's like, give me a break.
Yeah. It just means that was probably the
a
first
Christian.
Time a bunch of people heard that place was there and was like, oh.
And it's probably some weird Christians, you know. It probably wasn't.
Yeah, definitely.
Anywho, it's a bummer, but what are you gonna do? I guess be proud you've been banned like so many greats before us.
Yeah.
So there's that news. I don't know. Have you been watching anything? Anything good? Any catch ups with you? Before I keep going on.
I watched Jaws 1, 2, and 3 over again.
Oh, it's so good.
Jaws 3, although it is the worst one, has the best killing of the shark at the end.
Yeah.
And it's fucking incredible.
It explodes,
and so
right?
And, Yeah, but it explodes because the diver is being swallowed whole by the shark, but he has a grenade in his hand, and the other diver reaches in and pulls the pin out of the grenade inside the shark's mouth and then blows the shark to pieces. Fucking incredible.
Yeah, that was a 3D one, right?
Yeah, that was the 3D one. Yeah. When the shark gets into the water park.
Dude, maybe that's why I hate water parks. I remember getting 3D glasses at like the supermarket or something because they were going to play Jaws on television or something crazy like that. And I was like, oh my God. And watching it because they played it in 3D on the fucking television. And it was so exciting. I was like, this is the future. I was like so made for like all this technology that's happening. Like I hate AI and I hate like a lot of the like people turning their brains off and just using like lots of chat GBT or whatever all the time. But like I do love the whole like interaction, the like computer, you know, like turn off the lights or whatever. Like that's so futuristic. It's kind of cool.
It's fun.
So, yeah, I love that. Like you could just sit at the TV and a shark was like coming at you and shit.
Yeah,
it's like I was a little kid. I was so into it because that came out fucking
Jaws 3
19.
Was like 89.
I was gonna say 1989. Yeah, but that was my guess.
83.
83.
Yeah, well, I mean, Jaws 1 and 2 were 70. Hold on.
70.
Jaws was 78.
75.
No, Jaws was 75.
Yes.
Jaws 2 was 78.
That's right. I forgot Jaws was 1975. 79, 83. Oh my God.
Yeah, and then I think that because Jaws the Revenge, which I'm gonna say it was my favorite one because it was the one I saw when it was like new.
Right, because I was 8 when 3 came out.
Yeah.
So I was 8 in front of the TV.
I was
like
-1 when.
-1.
Yeah.
That's crazy. How'd you put those glasses on?
I know.
In your mother's vagina.
Would you watch like
I was still in my dad at that point.
Oh shit, your dad's vagina.
Would you watch it on a VR headset? Like would you watch the Jaws movies if they're virtual reality? Because that would be like the next step for me.
Yeah, definitely like VR movies.
This might scare me too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I might have a heart attack. Like, die.
It's definitely going to happen to somebody.
I know, it would probably be me.
Spooked in VR.
I get too into it, and then be like, and then it's like, she died by shark, kinda. Fake shark.
A shark killed you. Just tell everybody a shark killed you.
Yeah, at least tell me it's them. It's a shark story. It's not like a nerd story.
Oh, should you hear? A shark killed her.
She got a shark attack.
Yeah.
How about no matter how I die, will you guys say that? Because it's a, you know,
I'm into that. Yeah.
I'm not gonna even say it. I was gonna say least likely, but who knows?
I was going to say I don't think people would believe that you got into the ocean.
But maybe the shark.
You just got to be vague about it.
Yeah.
Just like, oh, you didn't hear? Shark.
Land shark.
Just say shark.
You ever read that book by Junji Ito? What else besides Jaws? Because that sounds awesome. But what else? Anything?
So then I got into like Jaws ripoffs, which there was a bunch of like right after that came out, and I remembered this movie that I saw on TNT Monster Vision.
Teeth.
Called well, there's two of them. One of them was called Orca, which was Jaws but with a killer whale. Yep. And it was actually fucking awesome.
We're gonna have to put the Orca ad in this episode.
Yeah, you definitely have to. Because that movie was legit, actually really good. And the original Piranha, I fucking loved.
That is actually terrifying.
Yeah, so scary.
It's so scary. The close-ups of the fish just being like...
Yeah, when they just like when they just chewed you down to bones and you fall in the water and the water just boils around you. And then the skeleton comes up. Fucking terrifying.
That movie haunted me as a child.
Yeah.
It's so scary.
And the slug one... I'm pretty sure it was just called Slugs. They really weren't very creative with the names back then. You know,
what?
Just the name of the animal.
But are they big slugs?
They were regular sized slugs, but they were like flesh eating. And it was fucking that movie. Me and my brother like couldn't sleep that night. I remember when we were the TNT Monster Vision. Joe Bob Briggs. That shit was the Creature Feature Central, and it was fucking sick. But then there was this made-for-TV movie called The Beast, which was about it was also a Peter Benchley story that got made into a movie, but it was a made-for-TV movie, and it was about a giant squid. But it was Jaws with a giant squid, though, instead. And god damn it, it was so cool.
Did it spray ink?
Yeah, it sprayed ink, and it got people with the little suckers, and they had the little. That was the first time I learned they had little teeth inside those things. You know. Yeah.
They do.
So
are you sure they do?
Yeah, it was educational.
Are you sure about that?
I'll look it up.
Or was that just the
hormone? Little,
inside their tentacles? They have teeth.
Yeah, no. I mean, no. Inside the suckers on the tentacles, there's a little spike.
There is. I thought you meant
Yes, many squid species have tiny razor-sharp teeth called sucker ring teeth embedded directly inside their suction cups.
A little tooth?
Yeah, it's got a little tooth.
That's scary. Is that why it hurts when they suck onto you?
Yeah.
Oh, weird. Octopuses are fucking crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Scary.
That's why I don't eat it. I won't eat it anymore.
I was just talking about that. I was like, I don't know if I should.
I can't do it. I can't. They're too I don't know. They're gonna get mad at me one day, and they probably already are.
Yeah, I was like, I feel like they're sentient, and maybe it's like
they have their arms are sentient. Mm-hmm. They have a separate brain controls each arm, and then there's a central brain, the mother brain that controls the whole thing. But then each one is autonomous in its own way. It's too much.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah, it seems like I can't do that anymore. It's
when a big one evolves, I'm gonna be like, guys, it wasn't me.
Yeah, it wasn't.
I tried.
Mm-hmm. Squid though, they're dumb as fuck. Who cares?
Nah, squid are like the birds of the sea. They're stupid. Mm-hmm. We can eat those.
Yeah. And shrimp are the bugs.
Yeah. Most sea creatures are just bugs, but not octopus.
No, they're smarts.
But yeah, Jaws ripoffs. There was Orca, and then there was one called Grizzly from 79.
Nice.
Which was Jaws with a bear.
I vaguely remember all of these.
They were all on TNT Monster Vision.
Yeah.
I remember in the 90s, and they used to just play them all in a row almost every time.
Yeah.
And it was fucking awesome.
So cool.
Yeah.
Good job. You watched a lot of shit then. Holy shit.
Yeah.
That sounds like a fun deep dive.
Yeah. It was a pretty fun rabbit hole.
I love that.
And there's probably other ones that I don't even know.
Oh, I'm sure.
Jaws was so huge, I'm sure it spawned a million movies that almost nobody saw.
Yeah, I'm sure there's an ape one.
Yeah.
So I saw that Sophie Thatcher from Yellow Jackets is in a new movie called Her Private Hell. And I was like...
Oh, with Kristen Stewart.
Yeah.
Right? No.
Yeah,
is that one?
No, sorry. That's with Alicia from Arrested Development.
Yeah, I'm thinking of something. Yeah.
Leah Shawkat.
And so this one has Sophie Thatcher, and I was like, this looks like fucking Neon Demons. And then everyone was like, Neon Demons Part 2.0. And I was like, yeah, right. And then I was like, oh, it is the same director, that Nicolas Winding Refn or whatever. And I was like, this looks and I was like, do I like Neon Demons? Do I really hate it? Because I fell asleep every time I tried to watch it. And I was it looks cool, but I was like, it's so fucking slow. His movies are so fucking slow. I don't know if it's a Danish thing or what, but I'm just like, I realize that people don't talk that fast at each other. Maybe maybe it comes off fake in movies when people are just snappy dialogue, but it's you don't have to be everyone's they're on lithium or something,
Yeah, real life is boring.
Yeah, I don't have to make it worse.
Pep it up a little bit.
It's so weird. So I was like, ugh. That movie, I was like, I don't even remember. I was like, let me just watch it again and make sure I hate it, which is a hilarious reason to watch a movie for a third time. But I had never seen the whole ending. And then I'm looking at the description and it's cannibalism, necrophilia. And I'm like, wait, what the fuck? When did that happen in this boring ass long movie? So it happens, by the way, in the last 20 fucking minutes. And yeah, I get to the end of that film, I'm like, yep, I hate it, it's stupid. And it's so weirdly like cultish with its like beauty is everything, nothing else matters, beauty is everything. And I was like, there's two ways this is gonna go. This is gonna go like the Paul Thomas Anderson way with me, where I'm like, this guy must be a misogynist or something. This guy writes about the worst dudes. And then you're like, oh, he's with fucking Maya Rudolph? Yeah, he's not sexist. You know, it's like he's totally making fun of misogyny.
She wouldn't let that shit happen.
Kind of. I was like, I trust her enough to not have. It's like he must be making fun of it. Here we go. I appreciate it more. But with this guy, I was like, I don't know, like who these movies he keeps coming out with, and these women that he's portraying, and this whole like beauty is everything, beauty is all that matters, and like I look him up in his fucking spouse, and it's like, yep. Looks like all the girls he puts in the movies, which are just like essentially prepubescent, you know, looking women. And it's like,
did you also see the one movie credit that his spouse directed?
What is it?
It was a documentary
about him. Yeah, no, I saw that. I was like, oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just is weird, especially with his like mantra of like, you should change your body, you should be rail thin, you know. You should be eternally young. Like, it's so fucking weird. And the Neon Demons just looks like the same shit. And I'm like, okay, he did Bronson, like we talked about, which I did like, but it's a biopic. Yeah, I love that movie. Like, it's about someone interesting already, and thank God it's not about a woman. But yeah, that was good. But like, I didn't love Drive. I actually made fun of that movie too. I was like, this is hella boring. Why does everyone like this? Why is he wearing that fucking jacket? Who does he think he is? And I don't think I saw the Pusher movies because I just gave up on this guy after that. But I was like,
they're like Danish gangster movies. They're not really like, I don't know. I think they're cool, but they're definitely like kind of normie movies. You know?
Yeah, I'm just kind of like over it. But I was like, I don't want to see this Neon Demon shit or this like 2.0, Her Private Hell. Yeah, but I just thought it was funny. I rewatched a horror movie to make sure I hated it, and then it was weird. And I was like, again, how is Poultrygeist getting censored? There is like a necrophilia scene in this movie, and it's like, fun the girl from Donnie Darko, bro. What's her name? Jenna Malone or something? Jenna Maloney, something like that. She's in it.
Oh yeah, I think that was her name.
She's in it being a freakazoid, so it's fucking weird. I mean, it's not like I'm offended. I'm just like, when is this shit? Yeah, it's just like bored, kind of.
Yeah, why can they do it and I can't?
I don't know. We were too excited about it. Anyway, I give up guessing, but I just wanted to bring that up. I thought that was funny, and I'm not looking forward to his new film. I'm not mad about it, everyone. I'm not canceling him. I'm just like,
Yeah.
So I also went to go see Evil Dead Burn opening night. Actually, a Thursday, like before. I fucking hated it. I mean, okay. There was parts that were cool and gory, but I just didn't like it.
But everybody does that now. That's like not like a good litmus test anymore.
It's like it didn't know if it wanted to be funny or not. So it did this weird thing that some, like, especially I feel like French movies do, where it's like nobody's very likable.
Yeah.
It's supposed to maybe be funny that everyone sucks and they're dying, but like they're like just likable enough that you'd feel kind of weird about them dying. I don't know. It's weird. It's like they kind of get you to know the family too much, and then it gets a little too sympathetic, and then it's like just kind of gross out stuff, and a lot of it's with like the grandma and like beating an old lady, which I think is really funny maybe in France, but like for me it's not that funny. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like it just felt very French and just brutal. And that's fine, but it was just kind of like, what the fuck is this though? Do you know what I mean? Like because sometimes it was kind of funny, or I was like, is this supposed to be funny? And
but that's not like what the Evil Dead reboots were.
Right.
Like, I don't know if they were never. They were supposed to be, because the original Evil Deads were pretty funny.
They're really funny.
And it was supposed to be like a gritty version of that, those first two were like real and brutal and scary, and you know they took out the funny stuff, which worked.
Right. But this one, it was like, are you trying to put funny back in? I'm so confused.
Yeah, because now it's too late. You can't be doing that now.
Because there's like gross out stuff with the grandma, and it seems like it's supposed to be funny, but it's like not. And so, I don't know. It didn't really hit the mark for me. And I was glad that I went with Eric and we watched the whole thing, but I kind of wanted to leave. I was just kind of bored too. I was just like, this is just not that good of a movie. Yeah. And I was like, should we just leave? It was also, we went to late show. So I was kind of like, is this worth staying up till 2 a.m. or like 1 a.m. for? Yeah. Instead of going home and boning. It was like, not really. But we stayed through the whole thing. And then he was like, did you like it? And I was like, no. And he's like, oh, thank God. He's like, I thought it was going to get real awkward. And I was going to have to be like, that movie sucked. And I was like, no, we can agree. That movie fucking sucked. So, yeah. Not a fan. Was not into it. Cannot recommend, but
lame.
Watch it if you want. Yeah, I was like, watch it just to see it.
I'm still gonna watch it.
I mean, there's a lot of cool gore. There's like some cool stuff, but like
everything has cool gore is like easy to do now. And I don't know. Overall, any movie can have cool gore, and that's like it used to be like a movie could get away with just doing that, but you can't really anymore.
And it's just like. It's like you can, but then I don't know. It just wasn't, it wasn't great. Didn't love it. Pass. There we go. I forgot that I wanted to pan that movie so bad. And it felt misogynistic. I don't know if I'm being sensitive sometimes, but sometimes it seems like the most brutal shit was happening only to the women, and that the women kept getting beat over and over again, whereas like the men hurt themselves more. Like the dad like shoots himself a bunch or like hurts himself, or like the guys will fight a little bit, but like the men kept like just bashing women's faces in, or just doing really fucked up shit, but like over and over it was like men doing it to women a lot, and it was just felt icky. It's like I'm used to seeing men beat women and kill them. There's sometimes for whatever reason it makes me feel gross. It's like I can't explain it. It felt kind of weird and misogynistic. I'm not saying it is, it just felt that way. And it's not like Infested was like such a great movie. Like it was okay. I liked it. It was good, but it's like that's his only other film. I was just like, this isn't that great. Not impressed.
Yeah.
That's my take on it.
It feels like also just like a money grab.
Yeah.
Evil Dead's popular.
Exactly. It didn't feel like
we'll just put out a fucked up movie and
well, say it's tied to this book, and like they could have gone into this like grandpa's collection of weird books even more and made that more interesting, but instead they were like, no, let's just brutalize everybody. And
or they could have followed the movies and went into like the Army of Darkness world from there and did like a gritty version of that. That would have been fucking cool.
A lot of things would have been cooler than what it was. It was garbage.
A lot of things would have been cooler, but
it was garbage. I don't like it. Sorry.
Yeah. Thumbs down.
Thumbs down.
In a world where orcas hate boats.
What the hell? Our rudder is gone and we're being rammed.
It's the orcas.
In the same world where boats are sentient.
Wait, they're being attacked by boats.
From the makers of Demon Squeaker and the original Blood Voyage come the next chapter in terror. Blood Voyage 2, Fear Willie. Sentience has spread from that sleepy harbor town to the open ocean, and the yachts have become a hive mind out to kill. But they didn't count on the whales fighting back.
They are destroying me. Attack them.
The orcas were no match for the ships. Outnumbered, they search for the one man that has taken down a man-eating boat, Mr. Captain.
Mr. Captain, you have to help them before it's too late.
I'll help the orcas, but I'm gonna need 24 lifeguards, a black and white scuba suit, and the orca from Free Willy.
Sir, that animal died years ago in captivity.
Then God help us all.
Starring, once again, Stormy Timeshare as Mr. Captain, Chumley Bubbleguts as the orca translator, Boat as Boat, and introducing Tangy Blowhole as the orca queen.
You're up, everyone. We're swimming with the fishes.
I don't think that's what you want to say right now.
We've got you surrounded and grounded, boats. Give up.
I see we meet again, Mr. Captain.
You can't keep a good man down.
You can if you've got an anchor.
No other human orca team up against boats you've seen will probably compare. This late summer, don't miss Blood Voyage 2, Fear Willie. Rated PG-13 because we couldn't afford the extra fuck. Yeah.
Let's talk about teenage sex and death at Camp Miasma. This movie is by Jane Schoenbrun. I hope I'm saying that right. Schoenbrun. She's a newer director for at least, I don't know, she's been doing movies for maybe 10 years, something like that. But I saw her first film, We're All Going to the World's Fair, and I really liked it. It's very weird. It's not really a horror movie or anything. It's just like a really good look at how we interact online and how isolated we can be without being preachy and like I know better and blah blah blah. It's just very realistic, really good. I really liked it a lot. And then I saw the TV Glow, which I'm sure a lot of our listeners loved. I'm assuming I loved
did an
it.
episode about that, man.
Yeah, I loved it. Absolutely loved it.
It was fucking awesome, man.
It was amazing. And I think after that movie, they handed her another film immediately, even though it didn't even do well. I think at the box office or something, they were like, "We don't care. This is amazing."
I think everybody knew how good it actually was, though,
exactly,
regardless of how much money it made.
It's like David Lynch.
There. Yeah.
You know, like I don't think he always raked in the dough, but they were like, "You're fucking David Lynch." You know, it's like
like we gotta.
You're making amazing art no one's making. You have your own voice.
Everybody wants to say in 20 years they're all going to want to be like, I was in on that.
I think in 20 years there'll be a like Schoenbrun-esque, description of film. Like I think they're that important in a way. It's like because it's not like, oh, they don't have influences from Lynch or Cronenberg or all these other people that came before them, but it's like they bring such a new like gaze and such a new like ideas and palettes that I love that. I don't know. I just think that they're gonna become that important or something, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
I love it. And I love her new film. It's hilarious. So yeah, I got to go to the Frameline Fest 50th anniversary festival. It was on Saturday, Pride in San Francisco. It was like fucking kind of perfect. So the Frameline Fest is something that my friend Allegra Madsen, shout out to the best boss ever from the best job ever at Good Bellies in Oakland, RIP. But honestly for the best, because she obviously went on to do like way cooler stuff. And she is now like the director or the person in charge of the Frameline Fest, and they're killing it. Like that festival is the best. And so there was like so many films I wanted to see at the festival and just didn't have time. And then but I found out that they were showing on the very last day of the festival her film, the West Coast debut of the film, and it's a whole month earlier or more than the release date. So I thought I was going to have to wait till August, I think 27th it's coming out. I was like, oh, this sucks. I know it's out. It's hitting festivals, and I have to wait till August.
August 7th.
So I was like, I got to get tickets. So the first thing, again, my friend's amazing. I think, she really appreciates her employees, past and present, and was like, if you ever need tickets, hit me up. But I did try to buy them first, and it said rush only, which I did not realize just meant like, will call, right? It's like you have to wait in another line and hope that people didn't show up for their tickets.
Oh.
But I was like, I didn't really know what that meant. So I reached out to Allegra and said, what does that mean? I have to see this film. And she's like, yes, you do. I'll get you tickets. Don't fucking worry. So I got to go. Thank you so much. And I'm so happy to be able to review it early and promote it and be part of the promotional team in a way, because it's like we get to talk about it before it comes out, everybody.
Yeah.
So I won't give away too many spoilers. I'm not going to get too into it because I want everyone to really be surprised on their own about how creative and weird and where this fucking story goes. And also it's a hard fucking film to explain. So it's got a great cast. It's got Hannah Ambinder, I think her name is, and I'm so bad with names. And then obviously Gillian Anderson as the final girl. So this movie essentially is a love letter to horror films, but also is so much more than that. Like, it's almost a satire. It's almost like, why do we need, and so, okay, let me backtrack. Part of what was really cool about seeing this premiere is that the director and Hannah were actually there to talk at a Q&A afterwards and talk before a little bit. So that was so interesting to hear them talk about, like, yes, I love these films like Friday the 13th and like Sleepaway Camp and, you know, whatever, Halloween and shit. But do we really fucking need these movies to keep coming back? And so it discusses that because these movies that Gillian Anderson were in, she was in the first one, have a million reboots, right? And so it's almost becoming this joke. It's like a Friday the 13th joke, like they're in space, they're there. So it's like, it's so full of satire, but in this really loving way that I think if you're a horror lover, you'll appreciate, especially if you are kind of, I mean, it's like I see the Scream 7 behind you and it's fucking hilarious. It's like, I love the Scream movies too. I would want to see like 1,000 of them, but it is kind of funny to be like, can we stop rehashing this stuff and just like bring on new ideas, right?
And like Scream was like a meta slasher movie,
Right.
and I feel like that's what this is
exactly
doing, a meta of that.
Yeah,
you know
it is.
Like,
it's and it's and again, it's like, and then take LSD. You know, it's like it's that plus a fucking, and then it's so funny. It is so funny. So it was really, really cool to see it during Pride because, again, it was just after the police had like cracked down on people for Pride in like Dolores Park and like all around there the day before during the Dyke Parade. Then the next day people were very vigilant and there was fucking cops everywhere. I mean, it's like, what the fuck do you think's gonna happen? And actually, no, we were there on the day of the Dyke Parade. That's right. It happened the day before that, which was, I don't remember which parade it was. Was it the Trans Parade? Is that what it was that happened?
I think that's what it was.
That's right.
Let
It
me
was
double
happened
check.
during the Trans Parade and Pride on that Friday, and then Saturday we were there for the Butcher, the Dyke Parade, I guess, and which was awesome. And it was so crazy to see so many cops there for something so innocent and fun and wonderful, a thing like Pride in the Castro. So, like you're standing there with like fucking rainbows painted under your feet on the sidewalk that are there 365, and it's like these cops walking around like you're doing something fucking wrong. It's like, what fucking year is this? So it was
Trans March.
Yeah,
it was
Trans March. That's right. It was awful and brutal and terrible and targeted and fascist. But it was nice to be there in a way the next day. It almost felt like solidarity to have 2,000 people in this crowd that were either queer or allies, because you wouldn't fucking be there that day if you weren't. But it's like you wouldn't want to probably even see this film unless you had like no idea what the hell's happening to you or whatever. But you'd have to be pretty fucking stupid to like walk into the middle of Pride and not know it was like you're going to a gay ass movie. So to have like Allegra get up there and she give this like amazing speech about this is the time, like this is the revolution, like we have to like fucking push back and on shit, was honestly like really moving and really cool to have all that energy of people being like, yeah, fuck that shit, and like being proud to be queer and being at a queer like film festival in the heart of San Francisco, in the Castro Theater that was renovated and it's gorgeous. And then they actually used the fucking organ, and the organ came out playing. And my boyfriend at the time, Eric was there, and he was just like, oh my God, what the fuck's happening? Is that an organ? And I was like, oh, you didn't know there was an organ built into the stage here. It's like historical. And he was like, no. And then Hannah like came up on the fucking stage on the fucking organ. It was awesome. So we got to see the organ, got to hear the directors talk. And again, she spoke a lot about this. Like, of course she loves fucking horror movies, but like, do we need to keep rehashing stuff? They also spoke out a lot against how much AI shit was going on in San Francisco. There's billboards everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
If you didn't know better, you'd be like, oh my God, is everyone around here use AI? No, they just wish we did really bad. But, you know, I love this campaign they're on. That's like super anti-AI, and that's what they spoke about a lot during this film too, which I thought was great because a lot of these effects are, even if they're CGI, they're still human mapped or whatever, designed. You know what I mean? And they talked about how they always loved the blood from 300 because it was sort of like so over the top, almost looking fake, and they actually had the crew who were like, that they had to do it, they were like, oh yeah, we actually worked on that movie, we have the fucking models or whatever you call them, the patches or what, I don't know the name, I don't know how to do CGI, but they were like, we have that same shit, you want that blood from 300, we got you girl. And like, so she got to have 300 blood in her film, which I love sick. That.
And somebody like actually built that in a computer.
That's what I mean.
Said that, you know,
that's not
still,
AI.
That's just as No, it's not AI.
It was
that's still an art form.
Phenomenal. Yeah. The blood use in this movie is phenomenal, by the way. So, like, again, I don't want to give too much away, but it is about this young writer who loves these films. She's deeply connected, intimately connected to these movies and Gillian Anderson's character especially. And the character's name is Little Death, which is an awesome... if not, I don't know if it's heavy-handed. I can't tell if I'm just a nerd, but like, you know, the French name for orgasm is the little death, le petit mort. So and it's also about like orgasms and being comfortable with your body and your sexuality and what you really want and coming in like, honestly, like, yeah, like coming out of your shell essentially and like becoming a sexual being, right? So it's really cool that the like killer is an air vent headed person with a spear, but their name is Little Death. So it's really funny. And then it is also about this kind of like love story between these two women and a lot about Hannah's character's sexuality. So it kind of combines all these things and it does it really, really well and really weird. And it all makes sense in the end somehow. And I just fucking love it. So it's like, yeah, you know, there's all these movies. Hannah's a writer. She wants to bring back the franchise, but do something new. And she wants the final girl in it who was only in the first movie. She goes to find the final girl, who is Gillian Anderson. And she's living in Camp Miasma on the set. The old set, and she's just like, what the fuck? And what ensues is incredibly weird. Gillian Anderson's never been funnier or weirder. It was amazing. It had even elements of maybe like they even referenced it, I think, Sunset Boulevard. You know,
they really know their audience with that casting.
They really do. Like, we all want to see those two redheads make out. Yeah. So, even though I think she's blonde in this, Gillian. But anyway, she's got like a southern accent. Like, it's all the things. It's so funny. It's so weird. And yeah, it's sexy and strange, and there is a lot of blood, and I fucking love it. I cannot wait to see it again. Like, I am going at least... I think I'll probably go at least 2 more times once it actually is released. I gotta be honest. It's so good. And to see it with the perfect crowd, like I said. Like, nobody in that crowd wasn't a huge fan of everyone in this movie. You know what I mean? It was just like... yeah. Everyone was so excited. We loved it. And they had popcorn and stuff. It was great. Celsius.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Shout out to Eric for getting us popcorn. He's like, you want snacks? I just love that I have a boyfriend who always wants snacks because of course I want snacks. Look at me.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Of course I want fucking snacks.
Yeah. We just stood in line for 2 hours. Yeah, I want snacks.
Yeah.
And we did. So the line started at 7. Or they let you in at 8, but like again, I was like, we should get there at least at 7. And we got there at 7:30, and yeah, there was already like 300 people in line. And I was like, oh fuck. Yeah. But then I realized that there's 2,000 people that fit in that theater that night. And we did actually very good because our friend Lisa, like I said, she was like,
you're still in the front.
I was like up on top, and they had a lot of it sectioned off for the stars and stuff, and the production and the cast and the special people that you couldn't sit in. So we actually went up to the balcony, and we had good seats. Yeah, we were like pretty close to the front. It was great. So it was probably like one of the longest waits, though. I'm not usually a line person, but I was like, this is worth it. And yeah, I was like, Eric, we should get there early. And he was like, yeah. And then he was like, oh, fuck, you weren't kidding. I was like, I really wasn't. But we ended up being way better off than like 1,000 people behind us, literally. And it went all the way down the street. It was crazy. I hadn't been in line like that for so long. And yeah, it was exciting. We made friends in line and got to watch everybody walk around dressed up for Pride. And it was super fun, honestly. It was great. It was one of the best dates ever.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, I highly recommend it. And I can't wait to see it again. That's all I'm going to say. I don't want to give too much away. You know, it's super weird. It's beautiful. It's hilarious. Sexy. I love it. I love it so much.
I love it.
I love it. I don't know what else to say. Again, it's just like the color palette too is just like one of those things that blows me away about Jane's work is like the not just like the bisexual lighting, as kids call it, like the blues and the pinks and the purples and all that, but like even these like really deep like amber like rust tones that she'll get, or like I don't know, just she'll find this like perfect lighting that like sets these really
good sepia.
Yeah, but like almost like ultra sepia or something, or you know what I mean? Yeah, it's like everything's so saturated and luscious, and I just fucking love it. It's like so my jam.
Hell yeah.
Obviously, like look at my background, right? It's like Jesus Christ. I want everything to be like just soaked with so much color, or like I don't know. There's a richness to her films I really love. Anyway, fucking great, fucking weird. Go see it. Go experience little death. It's a great ride.
August 7th.
August 7th. Please go see it so she gets more and more money. And that leads us to our next fucking part of this show.
Yeah.
Is that I read, I don't know if it's still true. We can like Google that if we want. I read that she was attached to Black Hole by Charles Burns. That she is set to be the director after so many people have tried.
If you wonder about dark matter, missing links, and wild lives of scientists, space updates, and cutting-edge technological breakthroughs, then this is a podcast you've been looking for.
Join hosts Micaela Superstar and Electric
And Jerbil.
Shut up, Jerbil!
For a drink and a savvy science conversation that gives you fuel for your nerdiest discourse and jokes you can't wait to rip off.
Check out our website at thebluntletters.com, our new home on the interwebs for all things blunt letters.
Follow us and subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts, including Apple Podcasts.
Fancy. The Blunt Letters Podcast, subversively nerdy.
Get the second half of this episode exclusively on Bleed With Me Horror Podcast Patreon. Follow the link in our description to become a member today. For as little as $3 a month, you get access to all full episodes, starting with this one and into the future, plus behind the scenes and exclusive content. For just $5 a month, you also get the Bingo Game digital downloads. That includes the 80s horror movie bingo, folk horror movie bingo, Godzilla bingo, and Cronenberg movie bingo. Turn your next movie night into a party. With up to 4 players, you can track all of the movie tropes on your bingo card and be the first to get them all. or just get 5 in a row. For just $10 a month, you can rep your favorite horror podcast with an exclusive Bleed With Me t-shirt. And if that's still not enough, become a Wayward Creepy for just $20 a month. You'll get all the benefits of the previous tiers, plus mystery gifts. Become a Bleed With Me Patreon today. And stay bloody.